Hey there, it's Handy Darling DIY. Today I was going to show you how to divide hostas. The weather is definitely getting cooler outside and it's a perfect time to divide your hostas in the fall. You can do it in the spring also, but the fall is great just because over the winter they don't require as much water and that type of thing, so it lets them kind of set up for next year. These hostas I have right here got huge this year. It was my second year that they were here, so usually I would wait another year for these two, but since they got so large, I'm going to go ahead and divide them and move them to a few other places. This one back here in the back, if you can see it, it is not quite as large. It's really close to this magnolia root back here, so I am going to leave it where it is right now, but these two I'm going to dig up and show you how to divide. All right, I just used my shovel to dig the hosta out of the ground. So you can just kind of see like the root ball, you know, obviously it has lots of dirt and clay in it. So I'm using a tarp just so it doesn't get all on the grass. It'll be easier to get back into the flower bed. But you just kind of shake it, and you may want gloves because, you know, your hands might turn like clay. Just to get some of the extra dirt off. You can just kind of shake it to get that off. But this one also has lots of magnolia leaves in it because of the magnolia tree. But I'm going to kind of look in here. If you see, let's see if I can show you this. It's kind of clumps. So here's one, here's another, and that's how I'm going to divide this one up. I'm going to divide it by. All right, so I've got the hosta, I've got my shovel, and I'm literally just gonna kind of take the shovel down through some of these roots here. So like, here's one, then I'm gonna those leaves off, kind of divide it through here again. So right now I have about 3 clumps. You could do it to where you divide it in 4s depending on how big it is. But just know they're not going to look very pretty. They are going to die back because it's winter time, but I'm just going to take my clumps and I am going to put them back in the ground in a few different places. So right now I've got 3. I might divide this one right here one more time, but that's how you divide hostas. All right, so you can see that I've gotten those divided up. I've got 1, 2, 3 that I divided up here. I put a few others in another garden and then another couple somewhere else. So I did also add these variegated hostas that were in the back. I did not divide those up because they were just planted this year, so I just relocated them. But that's what one of them looks like, and I'm just using my magnolia leaves as the mulch for right now until I can get some more. So there's one back there. All right, so you can see it's really easy to divide your hostas, so don't buy a bunch. Buy a couple that you really like, let them mature some, and then divide them after 2 or 3 years. So there you go. Y'all have a great day, and thanks for joining and watching Handy Darling DIY.